Hi, everybody. It's me, Miss Shawn from Gwinnett County Public Schools, the Early Learning and School Readiness Department, and of course, Play to Learn. I am so excited to be here again with you this week to share another story. And I've been so proud of everything that your teachers are sharing with us about all the progress that you're making and the work that you're doing at home to continue that learning. Very proud of you. So keep up the good work and let's read another story. If you remember, last week we read this story. It was called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And parents, ask your child if they remember what happened in this story. Who remembers? That's right. The caterpillar went through a process called metamorphosis and changed into what? Who remembers? That's right. A big, beautiful butterfly, right? Well, this week we're going to read this story called The Caterpillar and the Polliwog by Jack Kent. What do you think is going to happen in this story? Parents, ask your child, what do they think is going to happen based on the title and the picture on the front? The caterpillar and the polliwog. Well, I remember, based on my prior knowledge, because we read this book last week, what is going to happen to the caterpillar? She's going to turn into a butterfly, right? But what is this thing called a polliwog? Can you see it? Looks like it's in water. This squiggly line makes me feel like it's in water, and it almost looks like it has a fishtail. Well, a polliwog is another word for a tadpole. So if you've ever seen tadpoles or pollywogs, then you might be able to guess what's going to happen. Let's read and see. So now, parents, pay attention here. It says Jack Kent. There's only one name on the front of this book, and that's because this person wrote the words and the story, but also drew the pictures. So he's a pretty talented guy. Let's see what happens. Caterpillars aren't like other folks. As ducks and hippopotamuses and you and I get older, we get bigger, especially hippopotamuses. But not caterpillars. Nope. We know what happens to caterpillars, right? They change into butterflies. But we don't change into something else. We start as babies and we get bigger, but we still stay humans, right? But we do change. Our minds change. The way we learn changes. What we learn changes. How we talk and communicate changes. Those kinds of things change. But physically, we still look the same. We just get bigger. But remember, not caterpillars. Nope, they turn into butterflies. Turning into something else like that is just not a thing that anybody can do. Down by the pond, there lived a caterpillar. She was very proud of being different. She bragged about it to all of her friends. What does brag mean? Parents, ask your children, what does bragging mean? That's right. That's when you tell everybody everything that's special about you. When I grow up, I'm going to turn into something else, she told the snail. That's nice, said the snail, who really didn't care one way or the other. When I grow up, I'm going to turn into something else, she told the turtle. I don't blame you, said the turtle, who didn't much like wiggly things. He's thinking, yeah, I hope you do turn into something else. Oh. When I grow up, I'm going to turn into something else, she told the polliwog. There's our polliwog. What fun, said the polliwog. What are you going to turn into? But the caterpillar hurried on her way, looking for someone else to tell her secret to. She's not doing a good job keeping that secret, is she? She's telling everyone. I wish I could grow and turn into something else when I grow up, said the polliwog. You will, said the fish. All pollywogs do. What am I going to turn into? The polliwog asked. He's very excited. Can you see his face? What? He had no idea. But the fish saw a tasty bug and dashed after it. He was more excited about that bug, that fish, huh? When I grow up, said the caterpillar, who had circled all around the pond and was going around for the second time. When I grow up, she told the Polliwog again, I'm going to turn into something else. So am I, said the Polliwog. You? Said the caterpillar. She was so surprised she almost fell into the pond. The fish said so, the Polliwog told her. And fish know things because they go to school. A school of fish, right? That's what we call a bunch of fish together in the water. So that's funny. The caterpillar was upset. I thought only caterpillars could do it, she said, rather sadly. What are we going to turn into? The Polliwog asked. Well, I'm going to turn into a beautiful butterfly, said the caterpillar. Then I guess I will too, said the Polliwog. What fun! Let's do it together. The Polliwog thinks he's going to turn into a butterfly. Do you think he's going to turn into a butterfly? Raise your hand if you think, yep, he's going to turn into a butterfly. Or, are you thinking maybe he's going to be something else? Because he looks totally different than the caterpillar, right? So let's read and see. All right, the caterpillar agreed, although she would rather have done it alone. But I get to go first. The Polliwog didn't mind. He wasn't at all sure how it was done. I'll watch you, he said. So they've made a plan. He's going to watch her as she changes. Look what's happening. Do you remember? Parents, ask your children if they remember what this is called. What is she doing? That's right. It's a cocoon. So when the time came, the caterpillar started to spin a cocoon. This is the tricky part, she said. It's tricky. Gotta get it just right. The Polliwog watched as the caterpillar spun. Soon only her head was uncovered. Now I have to close the lid, she said, and when I come out, I'll be a butterfly. She's going to close the lid. Go ahead, the Polliwog said excitedly. I want to see you do it. It will take a while, the caterpillar warned. She started spinning again and was soon out of sight in the cocoon. So it can take a while. Do you remember? Our caterpillar was eating for a whole week, and then he was in the cocoon for 2 weeks, so 14 days, right? So the Polliwog is going to have to be patient. He's in the water. He jumped up out of the water. He was so excited. Let's watch and see what he sees. For a long time, nothing happened, but the Polliwog was patient. He watched and watched and watched. Do you notice something? This was the Polliwog when she first closed the lid of her cocoon. Look at him as he watches. What has happened? Parents, ask your children, what do they notice? That's right. He didn't have legs over here, but now he's got these legs with little kind of swimmery looking feet. What do those feet remind you of? Let's keep reading and see. For days and days and days. Look, he has legs. He now has arms. His tail was long and now it's short. It's getting shorter. What is he becoming? That Polliwog is changing. At last there was activity in the cocoon. The end of it opened and very slowly the caterpillar climbed out. Only she wasn't a caterpillar anymore, but we knew that, right? She was a butterfly, a beautiful yellow butterfly. Look, see, she's got some yellow, some red. I see some white, maybe some green here. But oh my goodness, what has happened to our Polliwog? He's not a Polliwog anymore. He's not even in the water. He's on land. Did he even notice? The pollywog was so excited he hopped up and down with delight. He hopped up and down like a frog. Oh my goodness, I was so busy watching you, he said. I didn't even notice what was happening to me. Look at him. He's so excited. He's hopping up and down and jumping. That was something he couldn't do when he was just a pollywog. He didn't even have any legs. He had to stay in the water all the time. You're a very handsome frog, the butterfly said, as she flew off to try her new wings. But the frog was puzzled. What does puzzled mean? That's right, parents. Do you know what puzzled means? It's not like those things we put together, not a puzzle. It means he's kind of confused. He's thinking, But I thought I was going to be a butterfly, he said. He looks confused. He even looks maybe a little sad. He wanted to be a butterfly. Just then, a caterpillar wiggled by. And when I grow up, he said, I'm going to turn into something else. But the frog wasn't listening. Look, he looks happy now. He's staring at his reflection in the water. He was admiring his reflection in the water. I am, you know, a very handsome frog, he said. Look, now he's proud of the change that he made. So that is a great example of two animals, a caterpillar and a pollywog, that go through the process called metamorphosis and change. We know now that the caterpillar turns into a butterfly and a pollywog or a tadpole turn into what? Parents ask. That's right, a frog. That is some exciting stuff. I love reading about books about spring because there's so many new things and new changes to look for. So that's a really exciting time during spring because you see flowers coming up, you see butterflies emerging from their cocoons, and the tadpoles in our lakes and ponds turn into frogs, and they're hopping around outside, right? So take a look out your window again, and remember, always make that connection between book and home. What can you see outside that are some signs of spring? Because spring is all around you. Oh, do you remember what that pollen does to me? Who can do it with me? Are you ready? Achoo! That's right. It makes me sneeze. I hope that pollen goes away really soon. All right, so have a great time. Keep reading books. Reread books, too. Go back and watch The Very Hungry Butterfly. Go back and watch any of the books that we've read. I have them right here. We have The Tiny Seed, and we have The Carrot Seed, and we have some new books coming soon. So go back and watch them again. Gather the whole family together. Sit down together and do lap reading every day. It's so very important. And remember, you can just look at the pictures. Remember, this book had a lot of words, and so we looked at a lot of the pictures, and I shortened a lot of the words so that you could just look at the pictures and put the few words together. You don't have to read all the words on the page. Take a picture walk. Just walk through, sit together. That physical connection is really, really important. Again, we are so very proud of you. We can't wait to see some more of the exciting things that you're doing. Your teachers miss you so very much, as I do as well. And we will see you again soon. Bye, everybody. Keep the learning going.